studying painting.
Yes, yes. I was sort of a second-rate German expressionist style. It was not very good, and not good enough for me to be able to support myself, give myself any kind of financial platform to work from. I wasn't making any money as a painter. I was very broke. But I also played tenor saxophone. And so I moved into bands, and I found that I could make a bit more money that way.
Yeah.
And eventually, I found that my biggest fulfillment was writing my own material. And so I was able to be creative and support myself at the same time, which is an ideal world. So I was very lucky that way. The precious thing that I seem to have is I've never had such great freedom as an artist to express myself and be accepted. I've never been accepted to the extent that I'm being accepted now. Just for a short while, for some reason, this year has been momentous for me in those terms. I've never had so many people who have a genuine interest in what I do. And there have been so many bands, I guess, over the last few years that have been interested in what I've been doing and the way that I presented my material, that have kind of followed in a similar way.
So now you've been free and you've been accepted. Then looking at yourself, what do you think is the thing that you most don't wish to lose?
This freedom that I've just gained. I would hate to be in a position that I've seen with other artists that feel they have to conform to a certain image that the public have of them. And are, I think, probably trapped. I would like very much to break out of it and do other things, but they're scared that if they do that, they'll lose their audience. With me, fortunately, it is now expected for me to change a lot. So I've been able to fight for my own freedom as well. So I don't feel as though I'll ever have to be trapped into a style of music, a style of performance, or a kind of a movie. Or so, but if I lost that, I think I would just stop working.
Is there anything that you think you fear inside? You know, any human being has fear, I think. But what do you think in your case, if there's any?
Turning up to an empty stadium at the moment.
I think maybe through your singing and concert, if you can bring people sort of harmonious feeling or something, you know, the hopeful outlook through your singing, I think it's a great contribution to the society.
I think, again, I'm very wary of for either myself and for generally for most rock singers to ever be seen as trying to educate people. I think that's improper.
No, you know,
and so I think it's better for me to be able to work within my own family circle, within my own relations with people. And hopefully from that ripples spread. Well, it's rather like the Buddhist way of looking at things.
Exactly.
But if you can correct this little area, then the waves from that move outwards. But again, to go on a platform for anything these days with the standard of media being so low at the moment, I think it just becomes another item of interest for a television program, for a newspaper, and quickly passed over and to look at the football results. I mean, it's not, it doesn't have...
I think you are so right. But what is your view of Japan? I think you've experienced...
Like that. It's a country I've been to repeatedly over the last 12 years. I've spent a lot of time there. But my favourite way of staying in Japan is after a concert's over. I like to, when a tour's finished, and then I stay on for maybe 1-2 months. The most I've stayed is 3 months. I stayed 3 months one time after the tours.
Tokyo?
In Kyoto, yeah.
Really?
And I took the trains up and down. Not the bullet, the little rackety trains.
Is that so? And you like sort of Japanese style garden and classic?
Yes, I also like the modern Japanese as well. I like some of the new painters and photographers and some of the clothes people are quite interesting. Kansai I like him. Kansai Yamamoto.
Yes.
Skita is a photographer, and I think they're very interesting.
I see. Well, I think
And Ryuichi, of course, is Ryuichi Sakamoto
Uh-huh.
from Merry Christmas.
Yes.
I think his,
Yes. Oh,
his
yes,
new
yes,
music,
yes.
his new solo music.
I've never seen him acting. That's the first time. It's very good.
Yeah, he's very stylized.
Yes. What is your sort of scenario, 21st century, looking ahead?
I don't think.
How do you do?
Because of the rate of progress, which is so fast now, technologically and intellectually and scientifically, things are moving at such a rapid pace. I think it's very impractical for any man to try and make some kind of vision of what the world's going to be like next month, let alone in the 21st century. I think we shall open up areas of discovery that we can't even envisage within 10 years. From education, health, science, space, industry, technology. It's too new. That's the big problem, is that probably a lot of the machinery and hardware that we're using is far too sophisticated for the intellectual capacities of the people who are operating, which is the scariest part.
And now, looking back, something very sad in your life. Can you recall anything? Very depressing moment.
For me, saddest part would be not having spent enough time with my son when he was very, very young.
Yes.
Missing out those years, because I was continually on the road all the time. But that I'll always regret, I think,
I see.
for the first 3-4 years.
But you have a good communication with him.
One of them.
Yes. Did he resemble you, or very different child, do you think, comparing to your child?
What do you think? He does, yes.
He does, really? In what way?
Vagabond. Vagabond. Bohemian.
Changes, turn and face the strain. Changes, you wanna be a richer man. Changes, turn and face the strain. Changes, it's gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. Ladies and gentlemen, on stage in Boston for the first time in over 5 years, it's time we should take away.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And I look forward very much to doing my tour in Japan.
トヨタ自動車の提供でお送りしました。